was good. Good movie.
Ready? We got Jaylen McClain.
I imagine you thought there was a good chance you were going to be a captain when you were one of the reps for Big Ten Media Days, but how's it feel to be a captain?
It feels great. I feel like, it's an honor and it's a blessing, to be, recognized as captain by, by my peers, and by the staff. And I don't take that lightly. Oh, yeah, for sure. That's something I had written down, inside my goals, my book. To have that, like I said, is a blessing.
What's it been like for you, second in last year, obviously the starter, but you're coming behind guys like Caleb Downs and some guys that are veterans of that room to now being the veteran guy in the room and team captain?
It feels great. I feel like, being a leader, was like the first step of, taking on that new responsibility. And obviously being a captain is obviously something, a goal that everybody wants to have, to obviously have that, have that responsibility and that label, it's great. It's growing a lot. I feel like, everyone can see that we have a lot of depth in that room. And Coach G has been getting us right, has, putting us in, good situations and good, helping us make plays and just grow as a group in general. Jay Timmons has been making a lot of plays. He's been, getting smarter, and he's been understanding, the responsibility that he has now. Obviously as a true freshman, and it's good to see.
What's been the most impressive part about seeing a freshman come in and kind of play as he has and be given the role that he has?
It's just the way he goes about his business. Obviously, not a lot of freshmen, around the country have like the type of opportunity that he has, and he's not taking it lightly at all. He's he's growing every day, getting 1% better, and he's one of the better playmakers we have on this team.
The big thing we saw during fall camp and everything with Matt Patricia and you guys, versatility defensively. Like it seems like every position group has versatility. Early with Junior, Jay Timmons, so on and so forth. What's it been like having that much depth and versatility? And you for you personally, have you ever been on a team like that with that much versatility from top to bottom?
Obviously, the versatility and depth, helps, me a lot, in the back end as, we get to make different looks and have a lot of different people in the game and, make things a lot difficult for different offenses. So, obviously, that helps. And, obviously, I've been a part of a lot of great teams here at Ohio State, with a lot of great depth and versatility, but, this one feels different.
How much easier has it been just in year two in that system, especially kind of with the number of new starters you guys have ever put in?
Obviously it's my second year, in this defense, and it's been very easy, to adjust to whatever new things that he wants to add, or it's been very, easy just to pick up on things and just keep growing. Obviously, my responsibility, and just keep carrying on the standard of his defense. Terry Moore, he's getting better every day. He's one of those type of guys that, he's staying continually on the rise. Obviously, had a lot of production at his old school, and I'm expecting him to do the same thing here.
Yeah, those guys are new, but they're not new to play. You could tell that from the start.
Oh yeah, for sure. Like,
Show up again.
yeah, like when a freshman's come from high school, things are just a little bit different, a little bit prior. You can tell things are a little faster for them. But guys like Terry, Earl, James Smith, and Quay Rusaw, and obviously the other guys as well. But they played football already, and they already understand the responsibility, understand the stakes, playing at a high level.
Yeah, I was over there for the other thing going on, Austin's thing, but I wanted to ask you, because you've probably been asking, what does it mean to you to be a captain? I mean, you've come a long way in 2 years now, in terms of just having a voice and a role and everything else. What does it just mean to you to be named the captain of this team, number one in the country?
It means a lot. I said this, but it's just a blessing and it's an honor, to be recognized by my teammates and by the staff as a captain. Being a leader and was something I was trying to grow upon. This past off season, obviously on through the season. So to be recognized as a captain, I don't take that lightly at all.
What's the responsibility that comes with that?
Basically just is upholding the standard and bringing people along with you.
What have you seen from Payton Pierce to gain the respect of his teammates and be a captain?
Payton's been growing ever since the end of last season. He's been very vocal. He's one of the backbones of this defense, as he's the mic, and he he's a vocal leader. And he's putting production out on the field, so there's a lot of respect.
How eager are you to get on with this season? Obviously, I've been talking for the college football world. Y'all are number one, but you replaced all these guys on defense. going to be different somehow, some way, right? I mean, I guess how eager are you as a leader of this group to go out and prove some things?
I'm ready to play. You know what I mean? I wish I could play tomorrow, honestly. You know, obviously, you know, we have Ball State first, and, you know, we're focused on that right now. But, you know, we have a standard to play to, you know, every day I practice. And I go against the best offense in the country every day. So iron sharpens iron. So I'm just getting ready to play.
Make a forecast. What will set this defense apart, do you think, from what you've seen up to now?
I just feel like we have a lot of guys, a lot of new guys that are just hungry. And I feel like we're going to play like we're desperate. And that's how you got to be every day.
Where do you feel different from this fall camp, maybe compared to last August at this time?
I just feel like, you know, obviously like we have new players. You know what I mean? We're trying to get to know each other. We're growing closer together. And I just feel like we have to go a little bit faster at a higher speed when it comes to, you know what I mean, getting closer and getting these plays down and stuff like that. Oh, they're playing real well. I see a very explosive offense, you know, that has a lot of key pieces to it, and a lot of people, you know what I mean, that have a chance at making a lot of plays for us on Saturdays. I just feel like, you know, our offense has different ways to, you know what I mean, create plays, set plays up, and score touchdowns. So, you know, you guys will see, you know, when the time comes, but we have, a lot of ways, you know, make plays happen.
Jaylen, where has the offense challenged the back end of the defense most?
We have a lot of dynamic receivers and a lot of dynamic running backs this year that will help us make a lot of plays this season and score touchdowns.
We have time for 2 more questions. When you say Legend Bay, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
It's fast. Yeah, he hits that corner, he's gone. You know what I mean? So, yeah, you will see he's a very elusive. There's a lot of great speed and just very electric.
How different is your responsibilities in terms of like communication and both on the back end?
I'm the only returning like safety that, you know, that was a starter last year. So being that signal caller, that, you know, the voice back there, that's very vital. You know, it's what we're trying to get done in the back end. So I just feel like, that responsibility was probably, you know, Caleb and like Sonny Styles last year. So this year, you know, being the communicator, you know what I mean, is very big, you know, for what we're trying to get done.
When Caleb was communicating back there, like what's he communicating? What are some things you have to do that he did?
I feel like his job, and obviously my job now, is to be that calming presence for everybody else on the field, that I know what I'm doing and I can trust them that they know what they're doing as well.